I'm going. So here is my dirty old wallet that I got for like, I don't know, next to nothing. And I hate it. But now I've made this wallet. I got some pockets for some cards. Got my business cards. And snaps shut. I didn't have enough leather for the outside, so I sewed a couple pieces together. I love. I don't think it's going to stay in this kind of leather, but this kind of leather, put designs in. These are so cool. These two, are they called bevelers? And you can, I guess, go around the background with those, or I think that's cool. I like that one. I like them all. This is fun. It's one with like 5 holes, and then I stamped it 3 times in a row. Nice. Very westerny. See how these stitches look? Sometimes one looks like a little off. I'm doing an embroidery trick on this section. I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to put my next stitch in. I'm coming back up through the hole of the other stitch. So I'm just going to feed it in the hole. There. Okay. And that's how that would be a normal stitch for the saddle stitch. Now the embroidery trick is just stick your needle under the last stitch before it. Pull it through, and then it kind of locks around it, and when you pull it tight, that stitch just follows along a straight line. Okay, here I didn't do the trick. Here I started doing the trick, and then here is some back stitching I did to tie it off, and I missed a little bit right there, but oh well. It's handmade, obviously. Now I just need to sponge it off and smooth it with the sponge and let it dry, and of course sign it. I trimmed off bunches, way more than that even. And now it's nice and smooth. Now drying. Okay, here are the cups I made today. 2 simple cups to test some glazes on. Hi guys, I'm feeling a little bit human again. I haven't been wanting to style my hair or put on my makeup or get dressed or anything. I wasn't depressed or anything. I just was feeling like just being a bum for a couple of days and hiding my face. I didn't feel pretty, but I feel good again. So about my wallet. I love binder clips. I have a strange obsession with binder clips. I only have like 5 or 6 of them, but I would like to have 50. I love binder clips. They are so useful for all kinds of things. Holding chip bags shut. They're made out of metal, so they're not plastic. They don't break. They're just the greatest thing ever. And now I've found that it's a great way to hold leather together while you're gluing it. Now, I want to make another wallet. Not for me this time, because I want to make another wallet, but I want to do more planning on this next wallet, because I've learned some things. What I've learned is that, you need to leave extra space around the edges for stitching, which I didn't do, and therefore I had to glue the card section into the backing. you know, also I didn't want the stitches to show through because I just liked the way the stitches look on this side. Also, measuring how tall I wanted it in the finished product, this is a little wider than I wanted the wallet to be from here to here. So I'm going to do a better job of measuring. Because it was so much wider, then the one layer of leather here was floppy. So I've just glued in a second piece to the inside just to hold it, make it stiff there, and now it looks really far more classy. Yeah, mostly it's the planning. So what I've decided to do is, for my next trick, I'm going to plan out a wallet by cutting out pieces of paper to the exact size and measurements, and then folding the paper up, and then using those as templates for my cutting out the leather. And then also I'll be able to plan my stitching better, I think, having the correct sizes of leather. I did this one pretty randomly, and I learned a few things. I even figured out when I run out of thread, like how to tie off the thread in the back and hide it and start a new thread, and you can't even tell. In the inside you can see my stitches too. I love this. I mean, a one-of-a-kind handmade wallet is just the coolest thing. I'm really proud of this, even though, I mean, I know the stitches aren't perfect, but I'm going to treasure my own little wallet. Also, my father-in-law, a few years before he passed away, just a couple years before he passed away, had bought a couch, and he was at the factory, or at like a local craftsperson who makes couches, gave him a bunch of scraps of leather from the leftover process, and the guy had just been throwing the stuff away because, you know, he was too busy to worry about reselling his leather scraps or anything like that. And my father-in-law and his wife at the time had said, you know, can we have those? And he's like, sure, bag up whatever you want. So they took a bag, and they gave me a bag of leather scraps. And that's where this brown leather came from. And then the orange leather is from that purse I showed you the other day. That was from the Banana Republic. When my husband went to buy me that purse, he also got one for his sister for Christmas. They were both Christmas presents. And he got her the green one, and I got the orange one. And he picked them up off the rack, and the people immediately treated him like he was going to run out the door with them. So they were like, can we hold these behind the counter for you? And he's like, I'm going to pay for them now. This is all I want. And so he went up and paid for them. Apparently he looked a little bit scrubby, but he was a little bit offended that they were treating him like, you know, Mr. S doesn't look like a criminal. Yes, he might have been wearing a sweatshirt that day, but anyway. So I have fond memories, funny stories, and fond memories of the people and the places where I got the recycled leather that I'm using. And I think that's part of the beauty of this object to me, is that I know where everything comes from, and I know that Wilhelm gave me the tools to make this and the inspiration. So, I mean, I like that. So, I will treasure this, and I'm going to work on another now. Yay! Thanks for watching. Apparently, did you lace them? Yay! Good girls. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time. And the chickens too. Say hi. And there's the shy one. There's another pumpkin. And another. And they are doing real well, surprisingly. Out here outside the garden. How are my blackberries doing? Pretty good.